Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of the Bible of suspension tuning and data acquisition. In this video, we'll see how to install the kit on your mountain bike. Don't worry, using a couple of tips, it will be very easy and fast. We suggest installing one sensor at a time, and if the bike is yours, you can consider leaving some mounting straight on the bike. Having the mountings already in the right position will make things a lot faster the next time. We can start with the fork sensor. Try to place the sensor as high as possible in order to avoid impacts with obstacles along the track. Here we are using the anti-slip rubber on the back of the thick plastic mounting, and we are fixing it with a pair of cable ties. Once the cable ties have been pulled vigorously, we can screw the top sensor's uniball. Now we can repeat the same process on the fork's leg. Just don't tie the cable ties immediately because we'll need to adjust the travel and the alignment of the sensor. In this case, we are using a fork with 200 mm of travel, so the sensor must be fully extended. For shorter suspension, you'll need only to check that the sensor travel is greater than or equal to that of the fork. Anyway, it's better to lengthen it a little. If you own a single crown fork, you'll need to follow the same process. Just apply the CNC milled mounting on the top air cap of the fork and secure it with an anti-unscrewing cable tie. In the mountain bike industry exist a lot of different types of shocks, so sometimes you'll need to be creative. Basically, on coil-based shocks, you'll need to fit the CNC milled aluminum ring and preload the spring so that it does not move. Then you can apply one of the plastic support provided on the shock's body or reservoir. In this case, we are applying the shortest mounting directly on the reservoir. We also removed the upper uniball since the frame is very tight. Secure it using a cable tie and then use another cable tie to secure the sensor body. You can use also double-sided tape if needed, in order to make it more firm. Check again that the sensor has enough travel to cover the shock stroke, and check the alignment too. Then tighten the zip ties and the screw. The brake sensors are very easy to install. Just place them on the handlebar and secure them using a cable tie. You can use double-sided tape if needed. The new version of the analog brake sensor are using also a micro screw on the bottom to adjust the distance from the lever. Now, to make the sensor work properly, we'll need to place the magnets on the levers. Very important, the south pole must be placed toward the sensors. To check this, it's enough to connect the sensor to the acquisition unit and switch it on. The sensor is triggered when the LED is on. The speed sensor is used to measure the bike speed and can be placed directly on the front wheel. Secure the sensor to the fork's leg and tighten it a bit with a cable tie. You can use double-sided tape if need. Now place the magnet on the spoke. If possible, keep the sensor and the magnet close to the hub. Just to be sure, check if the sensor is triggered when the wheel is moving. Like before, connect the sensor to the acquisition unit and switch it on. The LED must flash as the magnet passes. When everything is aligned, tighten more the cable tie. About the GPS, put a cable tie around the top tube and secure the antenna to the frame. It's important to place it toward the sky. The acquisition unit should be installed on the handlebar in order to capture the shocks perceived by the rider. You can use the CNC milled clamps to secure the box on the handlebar. For example, you can use only a pair of clamps to obtain a still solid but cleaner look. Once it has been installed, let's connect the sensors. According to the user manual, follow the color scheme to connect them. We suggest starting with the GPS antenna, then continue with the shock sensor, which is the white one, and finish the inner line with the fork sensor, the green one. Now we'll need to screw only the last three sensors. Try to install them from low to high. The right order is blue, red and yellow. Manage all the cables from the various sensors in order to reach the cockpit area. If needed, you can group the cables with other cable ties. Everything is done. Now it's time to ride your bike. In the next tutorial, we'll see different tips on how to install a kit on your motocross bike. Thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive notification about new episodes. See you next time. Bye!